Just don't feel like me today. It's a stick up, see? Don't be a wise guy, see? Do you see what I see? Have you had your Quaker Oats today? So I was out on the trail. I ran across a couple of rattlesnakes, and they were tasty.
I don't know what happened, but there was a huge tornado, and then I was in a place with a bunch of munchkins and a big green city.
Caw. Caw, caw. Caw. Yeah, tell you what we'll do. We'll go down there to the swamp and we'll pull out that old chassis out of the weeds and we'll bring it back and we'll clean it up and we'll bust that rust off and you'll be surprised how beautiful this thing looks when we're done. La la la. Meow. Time to go to work.
We are recording onto the computer. This is number 5. So if this picture doesn't turn out all that great, it's because I have lost interest in it a while ago. With that said, I'm going to switch over to Elmo, and hopefully this time when I record, the rest of it will record with it. So let's go back to Elmo camera. All right, here we are at my new workstation. Elmo is hooked up. That's what this big white projection thingy is that's got my hand in there. Now, last year we learned how to do portraits by having a vertical axis and a horizontal axis, neither one which were vertical or horizontal. And sadly, I'm going to have to press harder because those two lines are too light. Now, what we did was we took ratios last year and we'd go 1, 2, or 3, or 4, and we just kind of mark out wherever we thought, well, not wherever we thought, where we measured the person's face out to. And sadly, I have to do a big reach around on this thing because this was not set up for left-handed people. 1, 2. And then I'm just going to do his forehead here because the rest is going to be hair. 1, 2. Now, most of you guys are probably remembering this at this point. If you feel you've moved past this and you don't need this for any kind of, for any sort of confidence builder, great, you can move on. But I am going to stress that what I do a lot with my drawings is I steal angles. And so what I do is I line up on here on the chin and I just slide this over. And that kind of puts me where I need to be, 1, 2, so that I can concentrate on other details. All right. From the middle down is his nose. Boom. His nose comes over. His nose comes in at this. And it does look very robotic at first, just like the other ones did. But all I'm doing here is shifting angles around so that it is easier for me when I go to draw the rest of his face. All right. Boom. Boom. He's got a shadow coming down the middle of his eye. Comes up to this point. Just goes up a little bit. Comes down at this point. And all I'm doing is dragging angles. Now, this doesn't look like much right now. But with all these angles in the right place, hopefully the right place, I can go back and I can start paying attention to all the minor details. You know, I can concentrate just here on this area or just here under the nose, or I could even work on this weird little frown smile that he has that you can't quite tell how he's feeling. He likes to be mysterious. Of course he does. He's Bob Dylan. And that's all Bob does is be mysterious. All right. So with that kind of placed out at the moment, you get the idea of where the angles are. And I'm going to end this right here because like I said, this is the fourth time I recorded it. It's making me pretty frustrated and I still have more videos to go. Oh, this has got to go straighter across. I knew there was something going wrong with that mouth. All right. And so your first picture is due on Wednesday, shaded and looking beautiful. All right, that is it. Have a good day. Stay out of trouble. Can't stay out of trouble. Don't get caught.